Awesome. Welcome. Equivalent of what you're experiencing on the inside so you can create what you want on the outside and serve yourself. All of this. And this starts vision. This starts with creating a vision within yourself. And I want to go over this wonderful quote by Emmett Fox, who was an Irish spiritual New Thought leader, right? Because I believe, everything in time gets better. Everything focused on in time gets better. And he had this awesome quote that he said, every job in life is to provide the mental equivalent of what you want to enjoy on the outside. Let me say that again. Your primary job in life is to provide the mental equivalent, the mental equal of what you want to enjoy on the outside. Think about that for a minute. Inside, and then we get all the stuff that we're thinking on the inside on the outside. So environment around you, right? And the universe, which I like to call the one song. The one song. The universe is in one song. So we got nature, and then we got the one song. And sometimes in the universe, we're not in harmony with the universe. So our song is out of tune. Our song is out of tune. So the nature around us, sometimes we can't control. It is what it is. But we can control how our thoughts are surrounding it, which are our causes. And our behaviors are the effects of what those thoughts surrounding us are. So inside your mind, have some quiet time, undisturbed time to create this mental equivalent that Emmett Fox talked about, is creating a vision. And there's this awesome quote that Dennis Waitley spoke about. He's an old school motivational guy, and I'm going to butcher it. I have it half written down. But your mental equivalent is to create life's coming attractions. It's a little bit of Emmett Fox mixed with Dennis Waitley. But your mental equivalent is life's coming attraction. So what you think about day in and day out is what you get, right? Your thoughts are the causes. The mental equivalent is the behaviors and the actions that you're thinking and getting. So if you're having negative thoughts, or you're having the same thoughts and wondering why you have the same thing in your life and your business, go back inside and create a better picture. Create a better picture of how and what you're going to do to get there. And if you look, at the words mental equivalent, it's M and E. And it's not about me, but it's what's about mentally, equivocally inside of your mind that's creating these external results that you're getting. And one thing in life, and one thing as a coach and as a guide, as a consultant, as a trusted advisor, as someone who helps people and supports them to their own promised land, is that they have to create this mental equivalent day in and day out and burn the old version of themselves to become a newer version of yourself. So there's constant, I call it the phoenix in the ashes. You're constantly burning your old self so you can become a newer version of yourself. But where people get lost is in that pain. They want to turn away from the pain. And the pain is in the things that you're doing each and every day. It's like me doing these YouTube videos. I want to help serve people and also get better. Right? You get better by being. You get better by having these experiences, mentally, equivocally in your mind. So you can, as Dennis Waitley says, create your mental equivalent of your coming attractions. And I got some notes here. Everything starts with pictures in your mind, right? I say a lion. You think of a lion. I don't know what position you're thinking of the lion, but you're thinking of a lion. Oh my God, that's a scary creature. But you're not really feeling it, right? You're just thinking lion. You're thinking tiger. You're thinking elephant. But Our inner world is what creates our outer world. So, what are you constantly doing inside of your mind, inside? And if you're doing the thing that's getting you the same result around you right now. So, when you're really clear in here, you can start posting it and putting it out in the real world by the actual behaviors and the effects that you're getting, and you're gaining and garnering them as feedback and improving and tweaking and course correcting. Most people get feedback. They're like, oh, okay, that didn't work. I'm done. I'm finished. My business is finished. I'm going to stay over here where I'm just making an ample living and I'm playing business and I'm just getting a paycheck and I'm just getting by because of that one feedback. They gave you feedback, and maybe you didn't look at the feedback as like something I can get better at. You took it as, oh, I must suck, and that's it. No, you look at it as like, what could I have done better? What could I have done better in that situation? Or maybe, truth is, they might not have been the right client or the right guest for you. It just happens, right? Maybe you're helping them do something they're not really committed to doing. So why help them? Right? So again, it's getting really clear about what you want inside of your brain. And when I say the mental equivalent, you create good things in here, you attract them out there by the energy that you're putting out to the world, with your energy, with your maybe contagious enthusiasm, with looking for people that have like energy that you want. Most people like to be around people that have higher energy and feel better, because it's kind of like a light in their dark tunnel. They're looking at the ground, and then you have this light, and I'm like, oh my God, I kind of want that, man. So in creating your life business, what is your mental equivalent of what you need to do day in and day out in your life to get what you want projected out to people, right? When you're projecting how you think and feel, you're projecting, positive agreements that you made with yourself. I don't want to say expectations. I want to say agreements, because you've already prior, if you've done this work, you made mental agreements with yourself that you're going to be more positive. You're going to feel positive so you can elicit that positivity, and when you do that, you associate and attract what it is you want in your life by holding that energy in tune with what you're willing to vibe with, right? To be in tune with. So, truthfully, and I'm reading this, you have not gone layers deep into what it is that you really, truthfully want in your life business, whether you're self-employed, whether you're a business owner. Those are mainly the people that I help and serve. But when you haven't created that mental, right, you're just serving yourself. And you're not looking to further the people around you. And it becomes a struggle in your life business when you don't do this. But one thing about life, you got to pour a little bit of struggle into yourself, like literally. But you got to pour a little bit of struggle into yourself to get better, to improve, to incrementally get a percent better in what it is that you're doing, right? So again, that Emmett Fox saying, your primary job is to provide the mental equivalent of what you want outside, what you want to enjoy outside, inside, right? So where in your life can you, worry about, instead of worrying about me, you're going to project yourself with your thinking, with your acting, right? Your thoughts are your cause, your behaviors are the effects. That's a law of cause and effect. It might be called another law, but that's most of life is having a mental equivalent of what you're truly trying to create on the outside. But you first have to see it on the inside. And I truthfully don't believe it has to be totally clear. I believe if you're working on it day in and day out, it's kind of like having a needle and sewing. Eventually, you're going to create a sleeve. Eventually, you're going to create another sleeve. Eventually, you're going to create a whole shirt by doing this day in and day out and being in create. And you first do that with me, with you, right? Your mental equivalent of what you want to create on the inside creates your outside. And most of us are not creating good things on the inside, so we can't create them on the outside. That's just the truth. What have you done to create your mental equivalent? And that's it, man. I hope you guys have an amazing day. And again, that was saying was brought to me through Google, but Emmett Fox, who I've read countless stuff about him. He's an early 20th century Irish kind of spiritual philosopher. So I hope that was